welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. Hoo hoo hoo! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Okay. Hold up. Hold up, hold up. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! We're gonna do a little girl talk chit chat today. I have my wine. We are drinking Moscato today. Fancy. I just got home after a day of shopping, paperwork, a little bit of vlogging here and there. So I'm gonna do a little chit chat video. I am gonna be drinking my wine. I did go to Bath and Body. I showed what I purchased in another vlog that probably... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna light a little candle right now. This is a sugared snickerdoodle candle that I picked up today from Bath and Body. I did like a full little haul. I didn't buy too much, but the things that I did buy, I put in the video that should come out tomorrow, and this one will come out... No, this video is gonna come out tomorrow, and then the little haul and the vlog, spend the day with me type thing, will be coming out tonight. So yeah, this smells amazing. This is sugared snickerdoodle. I had no idea how expensive candles were from Bath and Body, like, and usually I buy candles and I don't light them, but I went in there with the intention of finding one that I fell in love with the smell so that I can actually light it. So it sucks that I'm literally gonna burn $25 right now. But I also picked up the body wash that has the same scent and a body cream, sugared snickerdoodle. So that's kind of like the theme of what I purchased, and I smell amazing. I am gonna actually put some of that on. I smell amazing just from the body wash, but I'm gonna light this candle and then we're just gonna talk. I don't have like those fancy long, you know, we're gonna just do it just like this and pray that I don't burn or melt my nails. So I'm scared. I'm so scared of fire. Hold on. All right, there we go. There we go. We got the candle burning. Okay. So I'm just gonna set that to the side. Okay, so I wanted to do a girl talk. So if you watched my first video, I completely did not plan on doing Vlogmas. I literally just burned my chest with a lighter. I did not plan on doing Vlogmas this year. I've never been able to successfully do a Vlogmas, and I'm also really bad at planning. Had I put more thought into this, I probably would be able to be successful. But honestly, right now I'm stretched to the max. I have like 4 or 5 different things that I'm working on. I'm only one person, so my time is just really limited, but I wanted to really focus on growing my channel. That's part of the goal. So I figured, you know what, let me just do the best I can to make Vlogmas happen. So yesterday I did a chit chat video. Today's gonna be another chit chat video, but I will do my best to incorporate other things like Christmassy vibes. But you guys are seeing some of the Christmas vibes. Like, this is all Christmassy. My tree's been up since before Thanksgiving, so it is what it is. Let me put some of this. So it's sugared snickerdoodle. Like, it smells so freaking amazing. I'm honestly like sad that it didn't have a sugar scrub in this scent, because I would have gotten it. I had to get it in a different scent, which makes me sad. It did smell really good, but nothing compared to this scent. And I'm not one to actually buy scented things. Like, usually everything I have is just coconut from Vaseline or Dove. But this honestly smells freaking amazing. Christmas and Vlogmas honestly motivated me to... This light is making me look so white, but it's because this is my ring light that I'm keeping in the house, and I'm not... I already brought like all of my good stuff to the other place, so this one is kind of broken and the filter for the light is broken. So like, it's just direct exposure right now, but it is what it is. I'll try to do something when I'm editing to not look so white and washed out. But yeah, it smells amazing. Like, I wish you guys can smell me right now. This is making me feel so girly, so feminine, and it's perfect because on Saturday I'm really excited because I'm going to see somebody that I have not seen in years. And so I'm going to smell like a freaking snack when I see him. Okay, so I got my Moscato. I'm feeling a little fancy. So we're going to talk about early red flags that you shouldn't really ignore in the beginning stages of a relationship. And it's really important because I think a lot of times we ignore these red flags, and most of the time those red flags that we ignore in the beginning are the reasons why the relationship fails at the end. So it's really important to really acknowledge those red flags and know when it's time to like just walk away from something before it's too heavily invested and before you waste too much of your time. Oh my god, like literally, I gotta stop. All right, so early red flags. Let's get into like the negative zone. No, I'm just kidding, but early red flags. Also, because I'm gonna be vlogging or doing videos almost every day, a lot of the videos are gonna be me just like this, no makeup, like not all done up, because that's just not realistic for me. And like I said, I'm stretched to the max right now. So these are just 5 red flags that came to my mind immediately when I started writing this down. I feel like I have to do more videos on this, but I definitely want to be looked at in a way, like, I'm 33 years old. I don't know what the age range of the people watching these videos are, but I know that actually my audience on YouTube is actually majority women. Everywhere else is majority men, but on YouTube it's majority women. So I wanted to make these types of videos because I feel like at 33 I've been through a lot of things, and I feel like I have a good amount of experience, both good and bad. Even from myself, yesterday the video I posted was about me being a heartbreaker. Like, I've been on both sides of the spectrum in terms of being the bad one and being the good one, being the hurt one and being the one doing the hurt. So I think like I have a good overall like level of experience. Like, I'm well-rounded level of experience where I can speak on these things. And my ear is still messing with me. Early red flags that you should never ignore. Number 1 are small... Okay, number 1 are small, meaningless lies. That is a huge red flag that you should not ignore, especially early on in the relationship. If you're finding out small, meaningless, or minor little white lies early on, they're only gonna grow bigger and darker later on. And it's way too soon to start seeing, like, why lie about like the most meaningless thing? Like, early on, why lie about the most meaningless things? Like, if they have to lie about details that don't hurt anybody, that means that it's just part of who they are, and lying is just natural to them and it's ingrained in their character. And if they're lying about things that are irrelevant or things that don't actually hurt anyone, then imagine what they're gonna lie about when it comes to saving their ass or trying to protect somebody from finding out who they really are. Those little lies will amount to really big deceptiveness later on in the future. So anytime you catch somebody doing small little things, small little lies, even if they're talking to somebody else and you catch them lying in that conversation, take a mental note of that, because that says a lot about who they are. People that completely exaggerate stories when they're talking to people, also take a mental note of that. That goes into lying in a way, because they're just over exaggerating certain details or adding in details that never actually happen. Like, that's a big red flag. And if you're catching them doing that when they're talking to somebody else, imagine the things that you're not catching when they're talking directly to you. So those small lies, you might like brush it off and be like, oh, it was just little, oh, he just has a tendency to do that. Like, no, that's a big deal, and it's only gonna get worse. And you're gonna find out about it when it's way too late. So pay attention to those red flags, because that's a major one. My cat is bugging. Okay. Pay attention. Number 2, pay attention to their relationship with their exes or their family members. So if they're you know, if they have kids with somebody else, pay attention to the relationship that they have with that other person. It sucks, but it's almost like I would probably be more proud of somebody that let's say I was involved with them and they had a good relationship with their children's mother or father. Like, that's something to actually maybe be proud about. Like, yes, it's a little worrisome if you have trust issues because you're like, damn, they have a good relationship still, even after the breakup. But if they still have a good relationship even after the breakup and they're able to maintain friendship and they're able to co-parent in a friendly way, that actually speaks volumes about both of them. And you should look at that as more of a positive than a negative, unless they give you a reason to start worrying about something like about their relationship being a little bit too friendly. But their relationship with their exes says a lot about who they are, and even their relationship with their family members says a lot about who they are. Like, if you have a guy that mistreats his mother or mistreats his father or mistreats his sister, that speaks volumes to how he treats other people. That speaks volumes about his character. So you're going to want to pay attention to those things, and especially early on, because most people in the beginning are putting on a front, especially when it's dealing directly with you. So they're going to be putting their best foot forward. But if you pay attention to when their guards are a little bit down, let's say you're with them and they mistreat their brother or sister or mother or something happens and it's not directly to you, but it happened around you or in front of you. Maybe their guard slipped down a little bit. They forgot that you were there and that you're watching. But that is a glimpse of who they really, really are. So paying close attention to their relationship with others, even with their relationship with a waitress, like when you're ordering food or you're out on a date, like how they treat people around them, even things like how they drive when they're in traffic, it all shows little bits of their character that they might not be realizing shows who they really are. And maybe they don't think that you're really paying attention to that, but it's super important to pay attention to that. Road rage is a big trigger because it shows like how they able to handle like difficult situations. It might sound silly, but being able to take all those situations and assess it, like, don't overthink and overanalyze everything. But if something major is sticking out to you, really, really take your time to understand if this is a pattern, what does this mean, and what does it say about this person. Number three of red flags that you should never ignore early on is arguments. So when you are early on in a relationship and you guys argue, pay attention to how they handle the argument. Are they giving you the silent treatment? Because you guys are arguing, are they finding it as an excuse to name call and belittle you? Are they able to apologize after, let's say they were in the wrong, are they able to apologize? Are you guys able to laugh it off afterwards? Like, how did they handle that argument? Because I feel like you never truly know a person until you actually, like, anger them, do something to hurt them, do something that is wrong to them. And when that person is upset, that's when you really get a good glimpse into who they truly are. And it takes time before people are able to let their guard down or let their mask, put their mask off and really show them true selves. But in an argument, things get heated, and a lot of the times their true self will come out in a way that they would normally hide. So pay attention to those arguments, no matter how small they are. Did they call you a bitch? Like, did they find it as an excuse to talk down about you? To call you names? Just put all the blame on you and can't accept any of the accountability for themselves. Like, all of those things speaks volumes about their character, and things like that will only get worse as time progresses. So if it's your first argument and they find an excuse to completely trash talk you, trash talk your family, or just call you the worst name in the book, or even worse, use something from your past to really, really hurt you, because you're in an argument, that is no excuse, and that unfortunately is who they are. And the more comfortable you are with the person and the more time you spend with that person, the more that side is going to start to reveal its true colors. So paying attention to how the other person is handling arguments is super, super important. And side note, I smell amazing. I don't know if it's the lotion I put on or this candle, but the vibe in here, oh my god. Cheers to that. Number 4, early red flags that you should not ignore. Let me know if you guys want a part 2. Secretive. are they secretive? So this kind of touches, we kind of touched on this with the whole lying, about small details, but is the person secretive? Like, if you're with them, is their phone always hidden? Do they never take out their computer? Are things always locked away? Like, is their phone, like when they're trying to unlock their phone, are they purposely hiding how they do the passcode because they automatically don't want you to see? Or like, is their phone always flipped upside down? Or do they always spend so much time in the bathroom? And again, they always bring their phone with them to the bathroom. You know, they're very secretive, and like they leave out a lot of details about what they did throughout the day. Overall, like, you just feel like they hide a lot of things, or they're so private that they won't really let you in. Be mindful of that. Either they can have really big trust issues and they're not ready to let you in, but just watch out for that, because it could also be something more malicious in terms of they're very secretive because they have a lot to hide, because they're doing a lot of shady things every opportunity that they get. Pay attention, you know, when they're showing you something on their phone and they're like, you can tell how paranoid they are. God forbid a notification comes in. I've caught so many people like that before. And you can just sense that like uneasiness and that tension when their phone is out and the screen is up, or when you walk into a room all of a sudden and they weren't expecting you to be in there. Like, do they start to like shuffle things around, like things like that? Just pay attention to the level of secretiveness. That's not even a word. Of the level of secrecy. Is that a word? Yeah, secrecy. Because then that probably means that they're hiding a lot of things from you and you cannot trust them. So just be mindful. Take all of these tips with a grain of salt and just do more due diligence. Like, don't use one thing as an excuse to like walk away from something good, but just let everything like register and take mental notes, and just kind of be aware of what red flags should I actually like take really seriously and walk away from now rather than later. The last tip, 5 red flags that you should not ignore, especially early on, is going to be, are they trying to change you? Do they constantly criticize the way that you wear, the things, you know, the clothes that you wear, the things that you do, how you do things, how you look in certain things? Like, do they not like how you speak, you know, in general? Like, if they're always like literally finding an excuse to criticize how you look in something, or why you're wearing something, or just finding any excuse to like ask you, or like almost make fun of you, like, oh, you look fugly, or oh, you know, you're getting a little sloppy, or oh, you know, you can't really do that, so just like don't even try. Like, certain little things, like, are they trying to change who you are? Are they constantly criticizing you and trying to mold you to be more like what they want you to be? That is a big red flag that you should honestly, I would say, walk away from, because it's definitely a sign of like narcissism. But aside from that, it's just a sign that they have control issues, and that it's going to get worse with time, and they're going to try to continue to take those things. Like, if you let them get away with that early on, it's going to gradually increase to higher, deeper levels. And they're going to, little by little, you're going to become a shell of who you once were, because you folded and you molded yourself to who it is that they shaped you out to be, as opposed to who you truly are. So just pay attention, especially early on. I would say like the first 6 months to a year. Just pay attention to how it is that they treat you and things that they say about you. Are they complimenting you, or are they criticizing you? Are they constantly asking you to tweak certain things, or are they constantly like praising the way you do things on your own? Like, just pay attention to all of those things, because it speaks volumes about their character. And again, things that you see early on only get worse with time, and they end up being the reasons why relationships ended. And then in retrospect, you look back and you're like, damn, I should have seen those signs, but you didn't, because you were so love bombed and blinded by the early stages of like the honeymoon phase. So that's a wrap for this video. Little girl talk, chit chat, you know, red flags that I personally have experienced all on my own, and I'm sure some of these resonate with you as well. So yeah, let me know if you wanted me to do like more topics like this, or maybe a part 2 to this video, and I would be more than willing to. So that's a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.
Dicey sounds